In my last video, I compared the Pro to the Xbox One X, and I used an early 2017 graphic to illustrate how Sony jumped ahead this year in exclusives by a long shot. An Xbox fan of my channel motivated me to update this graphic and show how far the PS4 library has grown. Let's take a look at the staying power that exclusives have on consoles. I scrubbed through the list of 1,300 plus games on both consoles and eliminated all of the to-be-announced games and 2018 and later releases, and got rid of the multiplats. The PS4 list went from 1,500 games down to 344 exclusives. I did the same with the Xbox One at 1,300 games, and the number went down to 152. So PS4 has double the exclusives than Xbox One. But I decided instead of trying to support my point with metrics, stats, calculations, I'm going to be honest and personal with you. And I hope that you can do the same while we go through these lists. I'm just a multi-plat kind of gamer. I don't just say that, it's because over the years, almost all of my favorite games of all time have not been platform exclusive. And I bet if you'd sideline your agenda for just a minute, you'd realize you're a lot like me. I also want to point out that each platform covers a variety of games, whether they're exclusive or not. Let's start with the PS4. Out of the massive gamut of 344 games, there are 20 that are AAA heavy hitter games. The rest may demand to be recognized on the list, but their lower popularity, sales, and mainstream use doesn't merit it. Don't worry, I'm doing the same thing for the Xbox list. I'm going to go through each game and give my opinion. First off, these 20 games Metacritic at a review range of 63 up to 93. So collectively, the PS4 AAA games grade out at 81.75%. That is very good. This list is in no particular order. Nioh, a Dark Souls type game. People love this game, but having tried Dark Souls and not enjoying that genre, I have no interest in this title. Persona is a comic book style Japanese game. Well reviewed, it didn't crack the 1 million sold list. I'm not interested in a game like this. The Last Guardian was long awaited, but no one was talking about it after release. It reviewed very well, but it's not my kind of game at all. Beyond Two Souls is an interactive movie game. People love those. I don't. Everybody's Gone to Rapture, a walking simulator. I don't like these games. Ratchet & Clank is a game I would love to play. It looks very fun and enjoyable. MLB 14, 15, 16, and 17 are well-received baseball games, and Xbox just doesn't have licensed baseball games, or really any. But I just don't buy sports games anymore, not since the 90s. Horizon Zero Dawn is a game I absolutely have to play, and to me, it seems like Far Cry mixed with Tomb Raider with high production values. Until Dawn is a horror interactive movie game. Neither of those genres interest me as a gamer at all. Street Fighter V. It was slow to win over PS4 fans with its thin content, but I'm not into fighting games anymore, so you won't see me sinking time into Killer Instinct either. The Order 1886 got a bad rap. It's short, and I'd play this game, but I don't know if I'd buy it. Probably not a console seller for me. Nier Automata is a hack and slash adventure game. Way up there on the weird scale for me. It's interesting, but I just don't think I'd ever buy it. And I can on PC. Blood-Borne is one of the most beloved games on the PS4, but it just isn't a game that I'd ever want to play. Like I said, it's like Nioh and Dark Souls. Uncharted 4 is definitely a console seller. I played straight through all 3 Uncharteds in 2013 when I briefly owned a PS3. Excellent games. Infamous Second Son is another game that justifies a PS4. Killzone Shadowfall. I love first-person shooters, but I rarely heard anything other than beautiful but boring. And then finally, Drive Club. I have no desire to bother with Drive Club when it can be replaced with Forza 6 or Forza Horizon 3. So there are the 20 PS4 games, and with all honesty, I'm only interested in 4 of those games. This is my opinion, and I fully expect you to disagree with me or try and convince me to try and like a game like Blood-Borne, but with my current game library on PC and Xbox, I have no desire to shelf any of my unplayed games for some of those other games. Xbox only has 14 AAA on their exclusive list compared to PS4's 20 games. Let's see how many I give a crap about. You'll be surprised. First off, Quantum Break. I put about 3 hours in this game and I'm not compelled or motivated to keep going. I've played much better time-stopping games. Rise Son of Rome. Beautiful game. The combat frustrated me and that variety is lacking. Forza Horizon 3. One of the best racing games I've ever played. It is a console seller. Forza 6. Racing sims can bore most gamers, but this one offers enough flash and wheel spins to keep me playing. Forza 5, on the other hand, I gave up on that one after a few hours. Gorgeous racer, but it's just too sterile for me. Titanfall. Excellent console seller. It's one of the reasons I bought an Xbox One. And I had months of fun with this game. It outshines the sequel online. Halo 5. Stupid flaccid story, repeated annoying boss, but holy crap, some of the most fun combat on and offline. Love Halo 5. Gears 4? Couldn't even finish the campaign. Jaden Phoenix, or whatever that millennial name they gave him, the robots were fun to fight, but I just didn't stick with Gears very long. I know that's going to make a lot of you guys mad. Sunset Overdrive. That's kind of weird, right? I didn't love Gears, but I love Sunset Overdrive. It's so much fun, and the game just kept giving all the way through the campaign. Halo Wars 2? Well, I'm not into RTS games. I missed out on that era of gaming, and the demo just didn't hook me. Dead Rising 3. Helping a guy make a zombie porn by luring him into a studio. This game was very fun. Also, I'm thoroughly enjoying Dead Rising 4, and I didn't think I would. It's so much fun. And I thought it would be on PS4 by now. Recore. Just started this game. It's weird. It's kind of like PS4 game weird. I kind of like some of the stuff, like how the combat reminds me of Lost Planet, but I got this game for free, and I'm not sure I'd ever buy it. And Forza Horizon 2. If 3 didn't exist, I'd be telling you that Forza Horizon 2 is my favorite racer this generation. I don't think anyone should buy an exclusive just to promote more exclusives. Obviously here you can see I just don't support exclusives. So on the Xbox side, my keepers are 8 games. Now, there's a bias there, right? There's 8 games that I actually gave a shot because I own the platform. And there might be a couple more on PS4's list if I played them. But all 8 of these games on Xbox are in genres that I like. And maybe I'd give Drive Club and Killzone a chance, but I just never heard much praise from my PS4 friends on those games. Lastly, let's take a look at the top selling exclusives according to any game that sold over 1 million units. PS4 has 10 titles that sold anywhere from 1 million up to 9 million. Uncharted 4 was that 9 million. Crash Bandicoot hasn't finished charting yet, but we can expect that to pass Horizon Zero Dawn's 3.5 million. PS4's attach rate with 60 million consoles is over 6%. Xbox One is in the same boat, but they only have 5 games that cracked the 1 million chart. Halo 5 sold 5 million and Forza Horizon 3 at 2.5. The rest are just at 1 million. With about 30 million Xbox Ones, the attach rate for Xbox is 6% as well. Some great games are coming this holiday and even more next year, but this is how it stands right now. PS4 has double the games for exclusives, double the sales, but that attach rate is still the same with Xbox. I still can't justify a PS4 purchase with those 4 games, but I still want to play Spider-Man, so that could make 5. I have some 75 games on PC, another 60 on Xbox One installed on my platform. PS4 is killing the market and Xbox is offering so much that I'm looking forward to. So with all that info I've showed this year on my channel and my recent comparison of the Pro to the X, I'm happily staying with the PC and Xbox. I know PS4 offers more games, but every time I look at more, it's more of what I don't want. This is Colt Eastwood. Thanks for putting up with the video. Thanks for putting up with me this long. And if you liked it, rate the video. It helps a ton. If you like this kind of presentation, hit the subscribe button and the tiny little bell to stay up to date. And speaking of staying up to date, I won't see you gamers next week. I need to take some time off and get away from work. I really need it. Thanks so much for supporting me, and if you want to talk during my little break, I will be on Twitter. And don't forget, if you miss the sound of my voice, or you want to hear some really good gamers with a good head on their shoulders, tune in to RDX Podcast on Dealer Gaming's channel on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 5 p.m. for us West Coasters, the ones that live where the sun sets. All right, have a great weekend. I'll see you in the comment section.